Hey guys, watching Volgor's videos, and I'm still having my Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. And yeah, it is pretty damn good. Way better than Shiner premium beer. And I thought I'd take this moment. There's light. I'll take this moment to review, somewhat like do a video on this new TV my dad bought. Let's turn it on. And I don't want to be, a dick, which it looks like I am. But yeah, Westinghouse, this is the brand of TV. There's the logo. It has a notorious, horrible, history. Has a notorious history of bad customer support and things falling apart and things not working right. AKA, this TV is a known pile of shit. But it's not my problem. I'll be frankly honest, but I did feel really bad when I said this TV is gonna keep the plastic on because things will happen and you're not gonna like it. And I hate to be the type of person to know things about something when somebody comes home thinking they got something really good. And when you plug it in and put it in TV, you don't really see anything wrong. The only thing that is wrong, which, let's turn it up. I hate these controls, by the way. I'm sorry my voice is loud.
She's like, "Where have you been?"
Okay.
He's like, "Oh, nowhere."
There we go. I got 2/3 way up. Currently, right now, I have it. Fuck. I gotta plug in my charger because the battery's dying.
White briefs. He looks incredible. There's no denying that. It's a good-looking.
All right, I'll just do the camera this way.
He's like, "Oh, well."
All right, so you can see me from here. Okay, the problem is you can hear it now with my stereo surround system set up, which on the button, the setting has now it's only 2 speakers, but you unplug the surround.
And he's like, "Well, once."
And it sounds like a cell phone. I do not like this.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Can you have a circle jerk or the ones with little people? I would love to see that.
So, first and foremost, it was a Black Friday sale. And for what it is, for present time, it's working good. The sound without speakers plugged in sounds like shit, to be honest. I'm sorry, but when you buy a TV and you want it, it's your staple. It's your focal point. It's gonna be in this house, at least before whatever past history. We had a TV. It will be on all day, every day. We put the TV to the test. We actually use the TV. We don't just have it and then turn it on for an occasional Friday night and watch a movie, or just watch it in the morning, turn it off, and whatever. No, it's on all day, every day, pretty much from 6 to 1 or whatever. All day, every day. And yeah. So far, the only issues has been with the standard sound is pretty bad. I mean, I've heard Vizios and they other flat TVs from reputable decent brands has sounded half decent, but this brand, the sound is pretty bad. Another thing, which is a very important thing, and this is something actually, pay attention to if you plan to buy a Westinghouse, where is the remote? Oh, fuck. Was I sitting on it? Oh, what was I doing? Where's my remote? shit. I can't show the problem when the remote is gone. There it is. Alright, here's the problem. This button right here is the TV input or TV video input selection. You hit the button and nothing happens. There we go. We got PB, PR, the AV input, HDMI, and so on and so forth. Let's say I want VGA. I hit select and nothing happens. See? Nothing happens. So if I actually got this TV to be programmed, but the best program I got, it only works with the volume, mute button, and the guide. And then every time you hit guide or you try to do something else, you got this and you have to go to English. And oh wait, fuck, you can't do it with this remote. So you have to go, fuck, where's my other remote? Luckily we haven't lost it yet and it's right here. And then we go down to English, home, don't give a shit. Okay, don't give a shit. HDMI, don't give a shit. And bam. Every single time. Now if you try to go to source, and you go to source with the other remote, you go to source, and you hit source, and tell the, whatever choice you want, and hit OK, and it works as designed with the remote that came with the TV, then okay, it works fine. But most people that buy a TV have satellite or cable, they don't just watch Hulu. Alright, maybe not most, but majority. Let's be honest. Not everybody has Hulu or Netflix. We have Netflix DVDs, but not internet Netflix because our internet's not even fast enough. So what's the point of paying for two different services if the internet's not even good for it? So I lost my train of thought. But anyways, you hit the source button and it works, but program the dish remote and only mute, volume, and input. No, only mute and volume works. Maybe a few others, but and power. Power is very important. And I don't know if I tried them all, but I tried most of the codes that I found online. I tried to do the search thing by hitting the volume up or the channel up, and that didn't work. So yeah, that's a big deal breaker in my opinion. That you can't program your remote and have everything work the way it should. You should just program this remote and just change the internet, change the satellite to DVD to Xbox or Jaguar, whatever else you want to play by hitting that input button. But with this remote, you can't. Not with this TV. You have to keep this remote and keep it on hand and not lose it. Which sucks because with our old TV, the JVC 32-inch iArt, that one, everything worked on this remote. And it was an old TV. It was from 2005. And it worked perfectly. But that's okay because that's in the garage. It's in a safe spot. It'll be used every day. And if this thing goes boom, I guess it'll be coming back in the house. But I don't want to think like that. I want to think like maybe either one or two things. Either it'll get taken back or whatever under warranty will be covered. I just don't want to pick up that TV and bring it back in the house because that 32-inch JVC iArt is God, 150 pounds. It's it weighs as much as I do. I swear. It's a freaking behemoth. It's an asteroid. All right, so I covered the AV input problem. What's another issue I had with it? I don't like how the buttons are on the bottom. I guess a lot of TVs are like that anymore. This is the first flat screen TV our family has had, so that's kind of the. Well, I don't know. That's just a statement. Actually. Oh, here's another thing I should mention. I thought if you buy an HGTV, you have to to watch movies, you gotta buy Blu-ray, or they look like shit. Not true. I have a standard ass DVD, VCR. Is it Samsung, Toshiba? It's a decent brand, but the DVDs, only some movies work good, and other movies will give me problems. Typical, whatever. But when I did put Super Troopers in, it looked amazing. It looked like a theater movie. It looked amazing, and I didn't even have the what do you call it, component, the five plug, the red, white, yellow, blue, green cables. I didn't even have that plugged in. Just a standard AV, red, yellow, white plugged in, and it worked. It looked amazing. Well, I guess I shouldn't say amazing, but pretty damn good for what it is. You know, you're taking a video that's this big and you're putting it on a bigger screen, and it did get bigger. And fact is, I didn't know this, but DVDs look better on TV like this. It's a 35.5-inch screen than satellite does. And our satellite from Dish, the box, is such a cheapskate excuse for cable or satellite that it doesn't come with HDMI or component, right? Component. The red, white, blue, yellow, green. You know, you have 3 colors and left, right audio. That's not even on the cable box, or I'm sorry, satellite dish box. But that's in a TV from 2005. The JVC that was right here, that's in the garage, that has that function, the component cables, which is kind of what, like, yeah, you're buying this, but you're gonna get crap quality once you upgrade to a flat screen TV, and it makes it look terrible. You can, obviously, I'm sure you can't really tell. Let's see if I zoom in. There, you can see the Key or Peele's black face. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure you can't tell within this video, but when you look at it in real life, especially from a side view, it looks pretty pixelated and bad. But when you put it in a DVD, it actually looks really good. Yeah. I think I tried a VHS. I don't think I did. Maybe I didn't try VHS, but when I watched the VHS on the flat screen before, I was really disappointed. And not disappointed, but I was really like, holy shit, this looks like shit. Why are we watching a VHS, you know, a 640 by 480 or whatever? It's a small video, and it's stretched out like 5 times the size, and it looks even 5 times pixelated and horrible. Then it just put the TV mode on shrunken, and then it will look better. That was the one time I saw it on a Vizio, but I haven't tested it on this, I don't think. Let's see, what else is there to comment about? I have my TV plugged in. Well, obviously plugged in, but I have it set up. But I unplug the camera for a quick second. And right there, you can see it's got these 2 weird feet right here. And I hooked them up, but it's like, what's the point? It doesn't even touch the table. See that? The entertainment center doesn't even touch it. So it just looks really goofy. I don't know if it's just because it's off-brand and they just gotta have off-brand style weirdness stuck to the bottom. There's one right there. But yeah, it's okay. You know, for the honest to goodness, for the $130 price, this is obviously a TV you buy because you don't have the money to buy a more expensive TV, and you buy a cheap TV, and you see how it goes. And you know, sometimes you can get a cheap ass TV last a long time, but 9 times out of 10, or you know, something on the upper half, you're not gonna get a cheap ass TV last a long time. That's why You know, you got names like Toshiba over here. I'm guessing this TV's from 2004. You know, as long as the camera's still rolling for a minute. I'll check if I get it to stand. And this TV works perfectly fine. Holy crap, there's a wave bird back here. There it is. Alright. This Toshiba was February 1996. Holy shit, this TV is 17 or 18 years old. And it still works like brand new. That's my problem with LCD, plasma, you know, modern technology, is it just doesn't last like old school stuff. And I don't really, I mean, I do care. I like to see the you know, newfangled high definition and the thinnerness, and that's definitely a plus. You know, you can pick it up with one hand. But on the other hand, if it only lasts you like 3 years, if you're lucky, okay, 5 if you're super lucky. Of course, depending on your brand, no brand's the same. That's definitely true. I don't know. It's another great thing is actually watching TV and you don't have the heads chopped off or the sides chopped off. You can see the bottom right hand logo right there. It's nice to actually watch TV and see the whole picture. And actually, watching Comedy Central, it looks pretty good. But there is some shows, like the Food Channel or Cooking Channel, where the yellows and the greens, anything that looks kind of neon-esque looking, just kind of blends across the TV with anything else that kind of, like, I don't know, like if there's something green and something else green, they kind of like to spread. And yeah, this TV has problems with, is known to have problems with the color, kind of being too neon or too bright or too just blend or too something. The color has been known to be an issue, and this one seems to have an issue with it. The sound second, and I've heard somebody on, I don't know what website, or maybe it was Walmart, maybe it was Amazon, I don't know. I checked a couple sites. Well, one person said that the sound is cut out after a month. And I'm sorry. That is pretty shitty. You buy a TV for $110 on sale, or maybe it's $290 full price, whatever it is. You buy something brand new, and a month the sound cuts out. That is pretty shitty. Or it seems like there's one where the picture cut out too, but I don't know. It just, a lot of stuff on this TV doesn't really seem like a good TV. But as it's sitting right now, it's not terrible. I mean, it could be like completely terrible. I mean, like take it apart, set it up, and then like it doesn't work. You know, it could be that bad, but I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of off brands, and you know, some off brands could be better than another off brand. I mean, my brother's friend was talking about, well, I have a Zenith and it's lasted for like 6-7 years. I'm like, dude, Zenith wasn't always an off brand. Zenith used to be a top quality brand like Pepsi or RCA. Okay, Pepsi, I'm just giving shit, but RCA used to be a top brand like Zenith, but they sold out. They you know, outsourced and shipped their company into China instead of the U.S., and then their just quality just went through the shitter. And that's why, you know, I don't even know if RCA makes flat screen TVs anymore. It seems like they did, but I don't know anymore. I never heard about them. And RCA, yeah. No, that's not RCA. It's a Philips one. But you know, off brands. Now you can't see my face. Okay, off brands. You know, they have their place. You know, like there's a stereo right here. It's a Magnavox, I think, or Philips Magnavox. And the first couple of years, it was half decent. I mean, it played music, played CDs, tapes, it has decent sound quality and bass boost. Had 4 different EQ presets. But after the, I think it was after the first year, no wait, I fucked up. That's my fault. I put a CD I got from school. It had a label stuck to it, and it jammed it up. So they took it back, got another one, but it had the same problem. The carousel quit working, and now it doesn't play discs anymore. And now it's so bad to where you put in this, you put in like you hit the button to play radio, and if you push volume down, it will go. It'll turn off if you push. No, wait. It'll change the function to tape or off, whichever. If you push volume down, that's pretty. Yeah, that's kind of shitty, isn't it? That's something a second-rate company would do. Now a JVC or a Sony or maybe a Vizio or Mitsubishi, I don't think they'd have that problem, but Philips Magnavox, yeah, they'd have that problem. Besides that, for 30 watt speakers, it still sounds pretty good, you know. And the tapes still play, whatever. I could do a video and actually review the thing, but my point is, like the stereo in the bathroom, in Emerson, it's a piece of shit. You put discs in there, and half time they play, half time they don't. Sometimes it will just skip through. It will just play like random songs. It'll skip throughout the songs. Oh, and the best part is when you turn the knob. I need to make a video on this. In fact, maybe I'll do a video on this next. When you turn the knob, it don't know what to do. It'll just the volume go up when you turn up, and it'll go way up. And if you turn it down, it'll keep on going up. So it's like, fuck you for using this radio. I'm gonna have it loud. You know, this stereo has a mind of its own. But the tape deck still works, the radio still works, but just the volume is the worst part because you go up, it goes up even more. You go down, it goes up even more. Unless you go down like slower, and then maybe it goes down a little bit, but then it'll go even up, even more. It's the only time I ever heard of a problem with that with a stereo. That was an Emerson. But yeah, another example of a shitty Emerson stereo I got for my birthday. A little tiny compact radio stereo, like a boombox but smaller. And it only lasted, I think, 3 months, and then the CD was already skipping. Like if you hit pause and unpause while listening to music, and that got really disappointing. I mean, sure, it's an Emerson, but it was under a year, well under a year, and there's no excuse for that. If you're gonna buy a cheap electronic, at least make it last a year. You know, at least a year. Yeah. And it's a CD player. It's designed to play CDs. It's not like a PlayStation or or an Xbox or something. I can understand if that didn't play CDs because it's not designed to play CDs. It's designed to play games, but a portable stereo and it skips already, that's pretty shitty. And then the antenna broke. Maybe I broke it because it was a piece of shit. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, all in all, with the Westinghouse TV, what's the model number? 39.5 inch, 1080p, Westinghouse with HDMI, with 3 HDMIs apparently. I thought I had one audio, but it has two headphone audios and one set of the AV. I don't know. That's the VGA, USB service, JPEG, MPEG, headphone, digital audio out, and antenna. I think it was 110 or something like that. It's quite frankly, it's a gamble, and it's created some, I don't know, some thought process. But I don't think this is any better than an Element. It could be, who knows? But after just typing it in and scrolling through really quick, it's like, damn, you know, it's off-brand. It could be just as bad as those other off-brands. And after what I read, like this happens to this happens as much as this happens to this as much as it happens to those brands. So yeah, you know, you get what you pay for, but you also get what you wait for too. So if you wait and you buy something that is, you know, a few years older, then is it worth it? Well, in anything but an TV, I'd say it's worth it. But with a TV, it seems like the only way to go is to buy a TV new, because these LCD TVs, maybe I'm too old school to really get it, but these old school TVs, it's like, I mean, I'm sorry, it's newfangled HD TVs, it's like, I don't really think they're like built to last, and I'm not really accustomed to how long it will last, because I'm so used to having a tube TV just sitting there all day every day for 5-6 years and not worrying about it. I know it's gonna work, you know. But with this, it's like, I don't know, what are you gonna do? Gotta keep your warranty in your pocket or something. But yeah, but out of the box, it hasn't really given us any problems, except for the main thing is the non-universal remotes. They're supposed to program exactly right with it, and that's kind of dumb. So, all right, I guess I'll cut off this video now at 26 videos or 26 minutes. Yeah, you can adjust the audio and the sound as you can with any other TV. The TV itself doesn't really have anything special. It doesn't have picture-in-picture. It's just a TV in HD. It has different inputs. It only has one set of AV as well as the component. I'm pretty sure it's just the one input, which I'm sure a lot of budget TVs are like that, and then you have to pay a lot more to get one that has like 3 inputs. But it's like our old school $5 tube TV had 2 AV inputs and 1 component, something like that. You know, it had multiple than one, but it didn't have HD. So now that's in the garage. Now I can watch, you know, Sanford and Son, which might be on right now. You know, the old school classic antenna shows, and it just looks amazing on that 32-inch square TV. But as for the newfangled stuff, I don't know if we're gonna get HD. I don't know when or if we're gonna get HD programming. But when you actually put something HD in there, like Smash Brothers, my brother has Smash Brothers on the Wii U. It looks amazing, and I'm glad it's nice to play Smash Brothers on a wide HD TV instead of a square, small 27-inch. But all right, I'm done rambling. See you next time.